Hello again, students and families, and we're here to continue our series on introducing you and helping you to navigate through Google Classroom for those times when your kindergarten through fifth grade teacher or whatever grade level might be using Google Classroom to post materials, announcements, and assignments for our students. So just to review, students need to be logged into their school Google account, and then you're going to click on this waffle menu to access Google Classroom. So when you get to Google Classroom, it's going to look to something like this. And you may have more than one what we call a tile here for each classroom that they may be a part of. For the most part in elementary, you're only going to see just the teacher that they are a part of, but maybe a fourth and fifth or switching around any in groups and such, they may have a couple separate classrooms. But for the most part, you're going to see things here, and you have the ability to arrange these tiles. So if you have more than one tile, you have the ability just to drag and drop. So if you click, you can drag and drop. Right now I only have one on this student profile, but I can drag and drop them into any order that I choose to. And then I also have the ability down here to open my work. So if I click on that little clipboard menu, it's going to give me what Google Classroom calls my to-do list. So without ever even having to click inside of the classroom, I can go right here, and here's my clipboard of all the work that I need to complete that's due today, tomorrow, or next week. And then I also have the ability here inside of my Google Drive, when I open my Google Drive where all of my files are saved, I can open a folder just for this class. So if I'm part of Mrs. Vincent's first grade class, it has already created a folder inside of my Google Drive. So let's look at an example. So if I use my waffle menu, and I'm the student logged in, I'm going to use my waffle, and I'm going to go to my Google Drive. And inside of that Google Drive is any files that Anne here has completed for any reason. And then there's a folder called Classroom. And if I open Classroom, notice, oh, look, there's a folder there marked Mrs. Vincent's first grade. So then anything that I have done or completed for Mrs. Vincent's first grade is going to be inside of that folder. So then this folder icon is a quick shortcut to get there. So this is the main homepage of Google Classroom, where you can access your classes and your to-do list. And then you have the main menu. So up here on these three lines, if you click on the three lines, here's another shortcut to get to the class page. You also have a calendar. And this is great for keeping you guys as students, families, whatever, organized. If you click on the calendar, it's going to bring up a calendar just for this class or any classes that I'm a part of. So if I'm more than one class, you're going to see different colors. So here is Mrs. Vincent's first grade. I'm going to reflect on chapter 4, and then I'm going to scroll through and find any other things that might be due. Okay, so right now that's the only thing that's on that calendar. But again, if I click on the three dots, I can get the calendar that way. I can go back to my classes. Here is that to-do list. Remember the clipboard icon from earlier that gives me a list of everything that I have that is due in the coming days? Under the three-line main menu, there's that again. Also, under this main menu, it's going to list any class that you're a part of. And don't worry too much about the archive classes, but you're going to want to look at the settings. Under settings is where you have your profile information, but then these notifications are what you're going to have to pay attention to. So, if you're a person who uses the email, or if the teacher has the students accessing their email for any reason, you're going to want to decide, or the teacher may ask them to either have these notifications turned off or turned on. So just look down through there and find what may need to be turned off. And if you keep getting annoying emails of every notification that happens in that Google Classroom, you may want to turn some of these off. And then down here is where you can turn off all of the notifications for each class that you're a part of. Okay, so again, I clicked on the main menu, which is the 3 lines, and I went to settings, and that's where I can turn on or off notifications. So that's just a quick introduction of what the main homepage looks like, the calendar to help keep organization pertinent there, and then the to-do list, which is a quick, short way to access all of the assignments that are due. Again, if you need any help, have any questions, I am always happy to assist. Again, I'm Susan Vincentz, one of the technology specialists. And if you just email the help desk at support@caschools.us, I will be happy to reach out to you and give you some one-on-one tutorials. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.